Hey babes, hello, 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 good morning. My asthma's really bad this morning. I keep filling up with fluids. So I was literally drowning this morning. So my throat hurts a little bit just from the coughing and trying to get the fluids out. I wanted to talk about, I don't know, was it Quinton Simon? I don't know. I wasn't following the case when it happened. I've seen other people following it. And I'll just read a title or something like that, and I keep it moving. I really don't like doing the babies. I love helping the babies, but what I don't like is how it affects me when I do the babies. Now, I'm not channeling right now, and this ain't like a psychic reading or anything like that. It's just me talking from the little bit that I've heard. And what I have heard is that the dad left around 5 something in the morning. The mother texts the babysitter at 5 something in the morning and says, hey, we don't need you today. Something happens around 6. I don't remember. And then it takes them 3 hours. I think they said 9:40 for them to actually call the police. And I saw that the grandmother tried to attack the babysitter. But to me, those text messages prove to me that the babysitter has nothing to do with this. This would be something that I feel like she's being blamed for something she's not doing, because I feel something happened either that morning, either before the father went to work or very shortly after the father went to work. Again, I'm not channeling, so I'm not sure. I'm just using my common sense. So my thing is, did the father take him and put him somewhere on the way to work? Or did the mother take him, and that's why there was a little gap in between, take him somewhere? Because I feel like they know. They know. I feel like everybody feels this. Everybody knows. It's the parents. So now I don't know if the grandmother knows, but maybe not at first. But I feel like by now, I'm sure the grandmother has an inkling of a feeling of what happened. Because our souls don't lie to us. You know what I'm saying? Our souls don't lie to us. Like I was explaining yesterday, we don't need a book to tell us what's right or wrong. We can feel that. We can feel what's right and we can feel what's wrong. So I feel like she probably by now, already in her heart, if she truly cared for this child, then by now the grandmother should know. Or at least have an inkling of a feeling that, nobody came in the house and kidnapped the child, Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do a reading for him, but if you guys want it, I will do it for you. I would love to talk more about Julissa, because once they found her by the lake, I was like, okay, no foul play. All right, whatever. But then I started seeing little post here, little post there. I think I saw a community tab from, there's 2 different people. One of them was, I think, Sarah Saving Spirits, and she believes foul play. And then the other one was somebody else, I can't remember her name, but she believes there's foul play. And I know in my ITC, it said foul play. But I was like, okay, well, maybe, she was bringing somebody in with her. I don't know, So I wanted to take you to this one video. Hold on. Okay, so this is the ITC that I did. And I was so freaking emotional. I think this was the most I've ever cried during a ITC reading. Now, I cry a lot, but I feel like this was the most. And it was very traumatizing for me feeling all the feelings I was feeling. But look what was said over a week ago. The ITC mentions tailgating, showed the star, and somebody said sounds like a sheriff or a cop showing her a badge. His car, Fidelis. Look up the meaning. Hidden, covered, lids. Wow, scary. And then I was like, oh my God. What if she wasn't talking about somebody else? What if she was really going to meet the sheriff for some pesos? Remember, she mentions the pesos. She mentions a bedroom. She mentions him not liking her bra. What? She was 60 miles away from her home. And there's a cop that said, divine intervention. And I'm all for divine intervention. But you found her in the dark. You found her and said you couldn't see her? How did you find her if you couldn't see her? I'm so confused. Like, how did you go to her exact spot 60 miles away from her home? Was she being chased? Was she being followed? Did she try to leave his house? Why did he go to that specific spot? Yeah, divine intervention, but it's a little too on point. There's on point and there's too on point, no? I don't know. Now I'm really thinking. And I don't want to cause no dramas. I know when I did this, I 100% felt that this man, offered her money, and that this man basically, she left. It talked about tailgating her and following her. And it does, one of my babes said it mentioned the hammer. And I was like, it didn't mention hammer, but it did. And I was like, oh my God. I rewatched it and it did mention hammer. He had a hammer or something like that. So I don't know if that means like a physical hammer. I don't know. I just don't know. I did find a video. I think it was Sarah Saving Spirits. And I started watching it, but the baby started fussing. So I stopped watching it. I have to watch that. I know my babe's been saying, get in contact with her. I've had no time. I have no time to myself. And the itty bitty time I get to myself, I choose to spend it with you. So it's just, it's not easy. It's not easy. Can't breathe. Hold on. Oh, God. I do my best not to take my inhaler. I just always feel like once I start taking it, I rely on it way too much. But it's this comment right here that really, really got to me. And I was like, wait. Somebody mentioned this in my comment section. Am I recording? I have no idea. Yeah. Sorry. And it literally said tailgating. Showed the star. And at first I thought she was talking to me because she was showing me, like, giving these emotions that I just couldn't take. And it felt so gruesome. She mentions dismemberment. Now, I did notice that her door was, like, kind of left open and, there was a big blanket over the door. So I'm assuming she was probably mangled, okay? Which makes sense with the dismemberment. But she also mentions other women. And that's what's scaring me. Because at first I was like, you know what? I'm thinking that there is a serial killer. And I still might think that because I don't know what's going on. I did one reading for her. That's it. But usually the first ones are the best ones to have the most information in them. I was started thinking, okay, well, maybe where they found her, by that river, by that lake, whatever it is, that maybe there's other bodies out there that need to be found. And then I started thinking, well, you know what? What if this is a cop? And I'm not saying the cop that found her did it, but that was a little weird, And then he used the whole divine intervention words that I use almost every day. It kind of creeped me out. But hey, you never know. And I don't want to just jump on the quick to judge him. And, I don't. And again, I've only done one reading. So I feel like if somebody actually attacked her and forced her off that road, whether she was already alive or dead when they did it, because she could have been dead. They could have, had two people, one driving her car, one driving his car, and then, took her over there and just pushed it off the cliff. They could have did it, but I'm not saying that's what happened. But I feel like if that's what happened, that there's other women out there. And if it didn't, maybe there's other women that she was trying to bring through that's in that lake. And I would really, really love for... Oh, and then I saw somebody's comment mention that AWP searched over there. So was the car not there when they searched? Because I don't think they'd miss something like that if that's what they're out there looking for. So I don't know. There's just so much going on. Let me know what you want me to do, and I'll try to get it done either today or tomorrow. I would like to get it done today, depending on how fast your responses are. The baby, I feel like we already know he's gone. I feel like everybody knows it's the parents, and I feel like he'll get justice. If he don't, maybe I'll jump on it, but I can't handle the kids. It really does something to me physically, mentally, emotionally. I just can't ever fathom how you can hurt a child. Like, I just want to cry right now just talking about that. It's not right. It's very demonic, If you ever catch yourself in a situation where you feel like you're going to snap on your children, you better fucking call me. You better fucking call me. I will take your child for as long as you need me to. I'm not trying to take your child to take the child away from you, just to help you. So you could get your shit together and you could come back for your child. I just don't want no more babies being murdered by the hands of their parents. I can't handle it, And of course, I would take a child any day before I want them to be hurt. Anyways, I love yous. my chest still hurting me, but yeah. Yeah, I love you, babes. What do you think about this comment, though? I don't know. See, everything, I'm usually on point. That's the problem. My stuff is always on point. So it's like, is this a big shenanigans? And then I heard, don't know if it's true because this is just stuff I was reading, that 2 days before this sheriff divinely intervened and found her, that the parents suspected the police to be involved. What? And then 2 days later, they find her. So I definitely have to go check this video out from Sarah Saving Spirits. I don't know anything about her. That was my first video I ever started watching of hers. She's never been in my feed. So, yeah, I don't know what kind of person she is. I'm assuming she's a good person. But, yeah, that's the only video I started watching. I didn't finish it. So, shout out to her because I know she's been working really hard. Now, we might not have gotten the same things, but yeah, because I think somebody said that she thinks like gangs are involved or something, and I didn't get none of that. But that don't mean it's not true, so I have no idea. Anyways, I'm going to go try to get some honey, hot coffee, and try to get my lungs to open up a little bit more. I love you, babes, and... yeah, depending on what you answer, if you want the baby, if you want Julissa, because I kind of want Julissa a little bit more than the baby, because I do feel like they are working very hard and diligent for the baby. And Julissa, maybe not so much. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I love you, babes.